Mohbad is dead. Mohbad. Mohbad. Mohbad is dead. Mohbad.
So can somebody please call Hadura, Mohbad's younger brother, to come and see this news? Maybe his brain will reset. This man you see here is an SDP candidate in Ondo State's governorship election, the last governorship election. This man was pushed at the back of his balcony, and the man by one of his wife. Now, why did people get to know about this case? Eyewitness review, people that were present review, people that were ready for the man to get justice review. But in Mohbad's case, we have a case similar, like somebody accused, just like this actor, Yomi Fagbemi. This actor here, he said something similar to this, and he said this is Hadura, that he wrote this message to him. Hadura sent this message from the early stage of this matter and said, Oga, I have a case. My case is just like the case of this man now. Somebody pushed my brother. I have a video evidence to read, but you have to pay me 3 million naira and I will reveal it to you. I cannot explain what kind of brother is that will be asking for money to give evidence to something that will help your own brother get justice. You ask for money. Without the money, you did not give that evidence. What did this man do? He quickly went to the police and reported the case and said, no, they have to get this guy arrested. They have to get him. That if you can have a case like this, then every proof that they need is already available. But today, I think the guy was questioned, but I can't remember when last anybody say something similar, like maybe the guy was arrested. I don't think so. But if you have that information, you can tell me. But I don't think there was a time Hadura was arrested. If you have contrary opinion or contrary information to what I just said, fine. You can air your view. But you can see, my point of view is that if anybody wants these guys to get justice, the people present were the people who were supposed to, Nigerian government were supposed to hold accountable from day one. From day one. The person that said this thing about this man now, that buy in Ondo State, is because the person wants justice. If that person don't want justice, the person will drivel the whole country the way they have driveled people around Mohbad case. So it is obvious that Hadura, you need to see this news so that maybe you will have a rethink and ask yourself that, so person just buy, never even reach 1 week. They already know what is up. They already say this is what happened exactly. So why is my own case different? Your own case, and some of us still put our eyes on you because of the message that actor say you sent to him, which is this evidential. Nobody say you talk with mouth. It should prove. Say you send this message. Ask for 3 million. Oga, since 3 million no come, you no release evidence. We still dey wait. Open your eyes. Think about this. Peace and love, everyone.
If you're a fan of Mohbad and you have been following his case, you will know that the court has finally ordered for a DNA to be carried out on his son. Honestly, I'm just so happy that we are moving forward, so that the father and his camp can find closure and rest. Ever since Mohbad died, it's been buzzing on the internet. The camp has been divided in two. His father's camp and his wife's camp. Okay? So let me tell you, there are some people, when they die, and especially if it's not as a result of a natural cause, maybe they were buried or they were eliminated, they will never rest until their death is avenged, until we find the root of what killed them. I think Mohbad happens to be one of those people, because ever since he passed, the internet has been buzzing. There has been a lot going on. Now there are two camps, his father's camp and his wife's camp. Now, let's look at his father's camp. His father is trying to say that his son did not die as a result of a natural cause. He said he was spied for financial or economic reasons. Okay? Because of his inheritance. That he probably realized that the son was not his. His son and his grandson was not Mohbad's son. That Mohbad finally realized and was eliminated so that the wife can claim his properties. Okay? That was why he had been on DNA. Before he can claim Mohbad's son as his grandson, there has to be DNA. Okay? He has been clamoring for this DNA for so long. And there's Wumi's camp, that's the wife's camp. They're saying you don't have to do DNA, it's not mandatory. If that is Mohbad's son and you say that is Mohbad's son, that is it. Girl, you don't owe anybody any DNA. And the camp are pushing the blame on Naira Marley and Sam Larry, that's his record label. They are saying there was a reason why he was spied by his record label, that he wanted out. He didn't want to be part of the label anymore. He was bullied. He was treated in all manner of ways, to the extent that the guy was depressed, to the extent that he killed himself. I don't know whether they said that he killed himself or it was the bullying that killed him. Now, the police has investigated their own too, and they also came to a conclusion that it was as a result of the negligence of the nurse that treated Mohbad. That was what led to what by Mohbad. And to be honest with you, we don't know this nurse. They have never for once introduced this nurse to us. We are only hearing nurse. We don't know, or we don't really know the motive. We don't know what's going on. Okay? We have no idea. So, the court has finally ordered for this DNA to be done. At least so that we can clear some aspect of, the suspicion. And move on. Honestly, we just want this DNA to be done. At first, I was like, can a DNA be done to somebody that is already diseased? Does the wife really have to? I was also asking that question like most of you until I had to read for myself. And from what I understood, they said yes, the DNA can be done. And it said a court can order a DNA test to determine parentage even if the father is diseased by ordering the use of existing biological sample, or in rare cases by permitting exhumation, that they can still bring up the body. Okay? If the mother declines the test, the court can draw conclusion from her refusal, particularly if it's done in a civil case where the man is asserting paternity. A court can order tests if it's appropriate, such as to establish parentage for estate purposes or a child's best interest. So, in this situation, the court has ordered so that we can eliminate some possible things from our table and move on. I'm just happy that we are getting somewhere. I can't wait for the outcome so that we all can move on. I wish all the parties involved, I wish you all the best. At this point, I am team nobody. I am just standing for justice for Mohbad. I just want that man to rest in peace. Thank you all for listening. God bless you.
So, still on this DNA, on the 4th of September this month, Mohbad's father was, I think was live on TikTok, and he said something. He said a whole lot of things as well. So one of the few things we talk, we say, in fact, one of the major things we talk is the main reason we make they do DNA for Liam. Now to clear Liam of any future bullying and accusation. I could hear me, sir. Could hear me, or you hear me more? Sherutin by any, are you scared? Can I just sorone in a rojo? Daddy Mohbad, this is not the reason why you are doing the DNA. Make I play am for Ramon and see am first.
Mo tí ó fà á tí mo fi ń dúró lórí DNA ni wípé ká lè ṣe àwẹ̀ mọ́ fún ọmọ yìí torí ọ̀la. Ká lè gbé àwẹ̀ mọ́ torí ìgbé ayé tí ọmọ yẹn máa padà gbé. Mo dẹ̀ ń sọ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ fèmí tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ mi ni.
I don't want vex o. In this video, he's saying, say he go dey happy if Liam be his son. That he's gonna be happy if Liam na his son. Say because nobody know the position where the boy go be tomorrow. No, you are changing mouth. You don't dey change mouth, sir. The reason why he say make them do DNA, na be this.
Alelopa Mohbad. Yes, Alelopa Mohbad. Ìrọ́pọ̀ ló yẹ kó pe orúkọ ọmọ tó pè sí dáhìn. Kò sí òótọ́ kan báyìí lẹ́nu. Because I did not give daddy placenta since then you have been. Wọ́n máa ti ẹ̀ bílẹ̀ fún placenta. Àgbà tó yí mọ́ ọmọ yìí lọ́wọ́, wọ́n bí lọ fẹ́ni tó lọ́mọ. Àwọn èèyàn ń pè mí ṣàkíyèsí pé kẹtàn fámìlì wa. Kí ni ọmọ ìpín kẹtàn? Ìyẹn Liam. Èmi kẹ̀kọ́ mo sọ Liam. Victor ló fẹ́ sọ ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó pé orúkọ ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Liam yẹn Mùsùlùmí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn ìlú Mùsùlùmí ìlú wa. Mùsùlùmí àwọn sí ti àlẹ́ wọn ni. Bí wàá ní ìyá àgbà máa ń gbé nígbà yìí ládàá ní. Báwo ni ìyá mi ti jẹ́? Kò yé mi. Àwọn sọ̀pá díẹ̀ ní òun ò ṣe. Àwọn fẹ́ lọ sí òkú. Agbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ pé ṣé tiwa ni àbí kì í ṣe tiwa? Ṣé jẹ́ wa rè é ìyẹn ọmọ tí? Ọmọ yìí kẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
We're very sure. Say Wunmi dey knack outside. You talk am. Say Wunmi dey knack outside. You were very bold about it.
Ṣé Wunmi ń yà lè? Jẹ́ ká mi sẹ́nu ká dákẹ́.
Àlè ń wọlé ní àkókò tó wù. Àlè ń pe ìyàwó ní àkókò tó wù. Ọmọ ìsọ.
How is this fair? Why are you now changing mouth? Stay one place. Daddy, ẹ dúró sójú kan. Ìdí tẹ́ fi sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe DNA. Kì í ṣe torí pé kó má ba lè búlì ẹ lọ́la, kó má ba lè ná lọ́la. Irọ́ ni. Ẹ̀yin fúnra láì lẹ sọ pé ẹ trust Wunmi. Wunmi tẹ́ ẹ ti jọ ń bá a bọ̀ láti ilẹ̀. Ọmọ tó ti wà pẹ̀lú gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ. Wọ́n ta kéré-gé ní àwọn ọ̀dẹ́ka ń bá na wọn. You can't say because very dark man talk about DNA, you can't drag the DNA, they push the DNA. They embarrass this girl. Make this girl go through serious things. Now, let's even say it's not like this. As Mohbad don't buy. Let's say you suspect something. You are not sure, but you dey talk like say you dey sure. Shebi you go allow us do DNA first and confirm that Liam no be Mohbad get am before you begin to push this girl outside, before you begin to make this girl life a living hell. Will you not allow the people wey dey do DNA confirm that this DNA wey dem do dey negative, say no be Mohbad get Liam, before you begin deprive this boy of something? They contributed over $24,000 for you GoFundMe that you open with your Access Bank account. Now you dey collect the alert. $24,000. You did not call this your son, your pikin that you say you are going to be happy if the boy be your grandson. I mean, that's what you said. That's what you mad do. Tomo no ba je ọmọ yín, but wọ́n fún yín ní $24,000. Pampers ló kéré jù ẹ lè ra fọ́mọ. Pampers nice papa. You don't feel buy for this boy. At least take. Let me look out for you until it's been proven that you are not my grandson. You didn't do that. So why are you changing mouth now, sir? No, why are you changing mouth? The damage that has been done on this boy, do you know how people have, this small Liam, this innocent Liam, do you know what people have said about Liam? Because at least, let's say everybody is guilty. Is Liam guilty? Liam is innocent. Do you know what people have said about Liam? How are you going to make up for it? When they do this DNA, if the result come out positive, all the backlash against Wunmi, how are you going to make up for it? If I be Wunmi, after this DNA result come out positive, see, it makes you sue everybody, each $1 billion. Because do you know what these people have been through, went through? Let's say everybody is a suspect. If you have a suspect, did your son not tattoo his name? You are coming out now to change mouth. No change mouth, sir. Mr. Joseph Aloba, no change mouth. Ẹ dúró sórí ọ̀rọ̀ yín. Pé àlè ló pọ̀ mọ́ yín. Ẹ dúró sórí ẹ̀. Because I don't know why you are changing mouth now. Why you are saying you are going to be happy if the boy becomes your grandson. Oh, really? Really? You are going to be happy? Really? Because you don't know what the boy will turn to tomorrow. Oh, really? Really? All of a sudden, you go happy if the boy be your grandson. What happened to all this? Why? Why didn't you stand by your grandson? Hold your grandson first until this whole thing has been done. At least everybody go know say you have tried. You play your part as a father. You didn't neglect your grandson. The only leaders where your son get before him go, you didn't neglect them. All is well. All is well. We'll get the real justice.
Then your doctor will get back to you on your results. Anything apart from this, that the court will appoint person that will take the sample and forward to wherever hospital you have chosen, that is a red flag. Please don't accept that procedure.
Totally.
Do not accept that procedure. Once again, go and get your hospital or your lab anywhere in the world that you want to go and get it. Fly the doctor down to the Nigeria. Let your doctor take the sample in the presence of everybody. That is the only way you can get credibility.
Chairman, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman.
Do you think Wahab will not be part of those who will search for this hospital or this doctor because he's in charge of this? Wait, did you get my question?
Hold on, Petket, I get it. Let me explain.
Okay.
Wahab is only representing the Baba at the court. Wahab is not the one that will go and search for the hospital, except Baba gives him that authority. Except Baba relinquish that authority to him, in which I suggest Baba should not relinquish. Let Baba take his own destiny in his own hands. Any hospital that Baba brings, Wahab will take. It is not in Wahab's place. Don't let me mention Wahab. It is not in the lawyer's place to go and look for hospital for his clients. That is what is good.
Good answer now. Good answer. Another question from your answer will be this. Baba getting a place and giving to the son, okay, or the lawyer, whoever, and the lawyer accepted, and with the news going around that this and that, and he still link that place to whoever that they are together, don't you think he's still robbing Baba at the end of the day?
No, let me put it this way. There are two. You know why? Why? Letter Y?
Yes.
Letter Y. Let me use letter Y to illustrate. The bottom stick is Baba, who has two branches, who employs two professionals, independent professionals. He employs the son, he employs the doctor, which means the hospital for the DNA. The two of them do not have relationship, but the two of them are responsible to Baba. This is just an advice. If Baba knows what he's doing, the two of them do not have a relationship, and that's why there's no link between the right and the left. There's no link. But the only link the two of them has is to the person that employed them down the below, which is Baba. Okay? So the doctor has no responsibility to the lawyer. He's not answerable to the lawyer. He only answerable to the Baba that employed him.
Chairman, don't you think
when the doctor finished? Hold on, sir.
I thought you are finished. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
When the doctor finishes his job, he gives one copy
to the court. In fact, he brings it to the bar, to the court, and presents it. He gives another one to Baba and say, Baba, this is it. Two of them has no relationship. The lawyer and the hospital or the doctor, they have no relationship. He will cause the piper, dictates the tune. Baba calls the two professionals, he dictates to two of them.
You done?
Yeah, I submit.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
don't you think taking these two or going back to the court, going through another process to give it to another son would have saved us more from this?
But what is the point for that?
Reduced the risk. Don't you think so?
There's no risk. I've not seen any risk. I've not seen any risk.
Telling you, there's no risk at all.
It's okay. So
there's no inherent risk in this relationship. You can only say there will be risk if you relinquish your power to allow the lawyer to go and source for the hospital. That is where the risk is. In which I'm advising Baba
don't you
not
know
to.
that people in this case, a lot of people are desperate? Don't you know that if that hospital is leaked, this other side of the people who wants this DNA to go their own way, by all means, can do everything possible?
What can they do when they are going to touch? See, Becca, before they take sample from Mohbad, I just told you they will do a testing. Chairman, correct if I'm wrong. They do a testing. If Baba Mohbad says that, first of all, you know when you send samples for toxicology, they ask you and say, is this your son? Have you confirmed the sample? Are you sure the sample is from this deceased? Yes, that's why you fill those forms. So when they are doing this DNA, Baba Mohbad, there's nothing bad for them to run another sample to confirm that it's his son. And we have already heard that he's confirmed that it's his son. So when Baba Mohbad has seen the corpse there and they are taking the samples there, Chairman is saying to you that if he gets a doctor, the doctor is there taking the sample. Sample now. If they want to take teeth, now teeth where they take. If they want to take brocos, now brocos where they take. There's no way where we say the sample where everybody take there when you reach hospital they won't go. You must work on that sample, because if you go and use another sample to run the test and it comes out negative or positive, they can still test the sample. They can still test the sample and say, okay, let's do a DNA on the father. There's somebody from that family that is still alive. Aloba is there. They can still run a DNA test on him and say, is this sample you have, is this person related to the father? Yes or no? And if it's not, throw it off. You understand? So that's what Chairman is telling you.
I want to even agree that a very sound doctor from abroad will first of all, as a process to his decision, will tell you the result between Baba and Mohbad. He will do it.
You Chairman, that's it.
In fact, you don't even need to ask him. A professional will go through that route and first of all confirms that first, because you are going somewhere. And you cannot build on anything. You can't build on rubbish. So a confirmed doctor will say, Baba, come. I have to do your own first. So once he confirms the two, so by the time he's presenting his report, he will tell you all what he has done, how he took the sample, the procedure that he used to take the sample, that he tested Baba, that he tested Mohbad, he confirmed his 99.999%, and thereafter he went ahead to do this. It's a methodological process.
You Chairman, that's it. Simple. Come on, Package. You should know that one now.
Okay, so Baba Mohbad, this is this
all right. So let's hear
golden opportunity of his life. This is a golden opportunity of his life that must not allow to slip out of his hand. My submission. Thank you.
If he likes, let him make use of this golden opportunity. If he likes, let him be doing like Naisabi. At the end of the day, he's the one to carry the whole thing on his head. There is no two ways about it. He should make use of it now, or he go down for it. It's as simple as ABC. If you like, let him be playing that game.
A very sound lawyer said will not even. In fact, if you ask him to go and get to the hospital, the lawyer will tell you no. You go and get it yourself. Except that lawyer has hanky-panky. A lawyer will tell you no. Go and do it yourself. Whoever you want, bring the person. That's all. But as it is now, there is no risk because lawyer has nothing to do with this process except Baba using his hand
to do himself.
Carry it and say, oh yeah, she too, go and do it for me. That is where I now see a danger. But take it upon yourself. If it means you want to travel abroad, travel by yourself to America or to England to go and meet with the hospital by yourself. Sign an agreement. Okay? Pay him, pay his logistics, bring him down, and do whatever you need to do. Then you can go and sleep and beat your chest that you have done the needful.
Okay? This is for you, Chairman.
I have a question for you, sir.
Thank you. Let me ask Chairman a question. Chairman, everything you say logically sounds good, but you know this Baba, he always delegates responsibility to other people, who you are, Grexy, all of that. How sure are you that this man that you
earlier is a free advice, unsolicited advice? I have put it out there. It's left for him to decide. He still has it.